What's up guys, Peter here from Reviews on Anything, back with another video, and today we're having a look at my cloth diaper setup. Now this is supposed to be a bit of an overview on what you need when you get started with cloth diapers, if you decide to go that route. And I just want to show you how we've done it and what we have going on here. Now obviously, first and foremost, the diapers themselves. Now this is a personal choice no matter how you twist or turn it. You can see this has a Velcro closing, these ones have buttons, print, no print, stars, you name it. The options and the variations are endless pretty much. You can get ones that grow with your baby, ones that are one size, ones that have inlays, ones that inserts, all kinds of different things going on. So do your research there. And many sites actually offer test packages where you can get a bunch of diapers for a month for a reduced fee. Use them, see what you like, see what you don't like, before you actually make the investment of owning them. So definitely worth recommending to do that in order to make sure that you have a setup that you actually enjoy and that you're not stuck with a bunch of diapers that you don't really like for a lot of money. Because let's face it, they're expensive. In the long run they're definitely cheaper, but it's an initial investment that you have to make. Now next to the diapers you see these little inlays, I suppose you can call them. This is something you can get in a sort of microfiber version like this, but you can also get them in a disposable version, which is a bit like a soft toilet paper. These go in the diaper like so, and they form a layer, like a first layer between your actual diaper and your baby. Now you can imagine that if your baby poops a lot or has diarrhea or a really sticky poop in the beginning, it's not such a joy to clean it up, especially since this is microfiber as well. So it's hard to get sticky poop out. In come the inlay. If baby poops on this, it's not much of a disaster. If you can't get it clean, you throw it away because they're not really expensive. And these are actually so small you can easily wash them under a faucet or with a little hand wash. So it's much easier to clean, much less work for you. They don't provide any kind of absorption, so don't think this will replace the actual inside of the diaper. Like you can see here, these are nice and thick. This is just one layer of fabric. Another important function that these inlays have, that's definitely something not to be looked over. Often you put cream on your baby's bum in order to diaper rash or just general care. If the cream is fat, obviously, and the fat prevents the diaper from absorbing fluids properly. So in the long run your diaper will actually become less absorbent and less. So the fat of the cream will actually be on the inlay and not in your diaper itself. So you actually prolong the longevity of your diaper by quite a lot by using these inlays, and you make your life a lot easier. This is just fabric outside with sort of a plastic inside, because these diapers get physically wet. Now you don't want to put that in your diaper bag, obviously, just like that, because it'll make everything else wet and it stinks. Now disposable diaper you just throw away, but your expensive cloth diapers you want to take home. So put them in one of these, zip it up, nice. It'll still smell a little bit, but not as bad as just chucking them in a bag. You keep them all in here, no moisture gets out, so you can transport your diapers safely and sort of semi-hygienic. This is also something, our kid goes to daycare where he wears his cloth diapers. So this is also something that they can use there in order for us to get the diapers back home and so on. So definitely something you have to have with you at all times when you're on the go and your kid is wearing the cloth diapers. Now if that's too much of a hassle for you, that's very understandable. Like I said, our kid wears it at daycare, which is a set location every day. But when we're traveling or when we're doing day trips or whatever, we usually just use disposable diapers. Because let's face it, it's easy to just throw something away rather than to have to take it home and you forget it one day and you have to think about it the next day. There's all kinds of things going on. So whenever we are on the move, we use disposable diapers because it's just easier. But if you want to go full cloth, then that is the way to go. Next up, a diaper bucket, I suppose you call it. Now disposable diapers you throw away in pretty much a garbage bin, and that's, you know, all said and done. These you have to wash. Now, in order to prevent you from having to wash every single day, you need to have, you know, around 20 diapers. Your baby uses 7 to 10 a day, so with 20 diapers you can last for about 3 days. But in the meantime, the diapers have to stay somewhere. And obviously you can't just have them laying around, for the same reason you don't want to chuck a diaper in your bag. They stink, they get wet, it's not a pretty sight. So get a bucket, like one of these, with latches on it, that you can actually close the lid down properly. See, a bunch of diapers in there. And that's how you keep them until it's actually time to wash. Now, you might see the little net here. Let me close this up for you. That's just one of these, sort of a lining of the bucket, so you have you know, all your diapers in the net. So if it's time to go wash, you just grab the net full of diapers, and there you go. So you know, it's not strictly necessary, but it's convenient, and it's just easier to carry, keep everything together. You could, for example, just chuck the diapers in once they're used, put them in here, and that's it. What I like to do is take them apart already as soon as I take them off. So I pull out the inlays right away and put it in here. That saves you, you know, a bit of work when you're actually doing laundry. You can just chuck the whole thing in, and that's it. You can technically wash the diapers in here, but obviously, you know, it's a restricted bag, so they don't have as much space to move around as if you would to just chuck them in the washing machine loose. It's definitely not something you want to wash with other clothes, by the way, but you know, that makes sense, I hope. Speaking of washing, last thing you need, a proper washing powder. Now a bit of a, I suppose, disclaimer here. Some brands don't offer warranty if you use the wrong washing powder. So it is worth looking into what the actual policy of the store or the brand that you're choosing has. I don't know really how they check for it, what kind of washing powder you use, but I suppose they have some kind of method to determining that. We have one called Rock and Green laundry detergent, and as you can see here, it says Bare Naked Babies Hard Rock. Hard Rock is for hard water here in the UK, and this is a special detergent for cloth diapers, which is all natural, tree hugger, no chemicals, good for your baby's bum, and so on. Not cheap, admittedly, but you know, there's no point in avoiding chemicals with cloth diapers and then using the most chemical washing powder you can find. And this works, you know, really well, makes it clean. What you really want to do when you do wash the cloth diapers is use lots of water. That's the key takeaway here. Always use a pre-wash. Don't wash them too hot, because then they'll shrink, obviously. Use a fair amount of detergent, but always a lot of water, because that gets them clean. And if you have the ability to dry your diapers outside, definitely hang them up in the sun, because that kills bacteria and it keeps them sort of semi-white a bit longer. Eventually, it's inevitable, they'll get, you know, sort of a broken white, I suppose, grey maybe even, or like a slight tint of brown if you're unlucky, but you know, the real whiteness will wear out, but there's nothing to be done about that. That's it, actually. Other than that, you obviously need your usual diaper changing stuff like wipes and creams and nappies and changing table and changing mat and all that, but that's the same for cloth diapers as with disposable diapers. I really find them very nice. To me, it doesn't really make a difference to change a disposable diaper or to change a cloth diaper. I mean, you have to go through the process anyway. The only extra effort is involved either when you're traveling, you have to take the wet bag, or and obviously the other effort is that you have to remind yourself to use the inlays, and that you have to physically go to the washing machine and wash them. But then again, once you have children, you have to wash pretty much every day anyway, so you know, that's just the way it is. And if, like I said, if you look at it in the long run, they are an investment up front, but especially if you're planning on having multiple children, you can use them for quite a while if you take good care of them. So then in the end, it definitely pays off. And if, you know, some studies even show that it helps with potty training and all that. So, you know, it's a good system. and we really like it. I've never had any regrets going for cloth diapers, so it's definitely something I can recommend. This was a quick look at my cloth diaper setup. I hope you guys find it semi-useful at least. If you have any questions, please put it in the comments below or contact me directly. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Much appreciated. See you guys in the next video. Cheers.